What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Angus Black, and we're going to be doing the MK11 beta trailer reaction, and I'm going to be giving you a few thoughts on what I'm seeing with this new franchise title, and we're also going to look into probably two of the characters that have just been released. I just got to go on and just check the sound levels real quick, and then we'll get off to a hard roll. And you should notice a better presentation this time, because I didn't realize that my video wasn't the videos that I was capturing was enlarged too big for the screen, so you guys wasn't really getting a good look. So just let me just pop over here real quick so I can hear these levels. Alright, so we got good sound, so we're going to get going. I'm just going to go ahead and start playing this video. We're probably going to watch at least twice. The first time I'm going to let this play is going to be me reacting to it, seeing what they're offering and everything else, and then we're going to rewind it and just break it down piece by piece and just really get into the nitty-gritty of this. Let me just make sure I got this set at the highest setting. Yep, okay, we're good. So, alright, let's get it started. Closed beta, the 28th and the 31st. As long as it's not a paid closed beta, I'm gonna try my damnedest to get on and play.
Come and try.
Okay, so fighting online. Cool. Oh, Scorpion is sick, coming in with the Chinese rope technique. Custom character variations. Okay, wow, they got a lot. It used to just be 3 per character. Bringing back the tower. And this is right around the corner. Damn, that was quick. Alright, so just the first thing that's glaring at me is this is the beta access from the 28th to the 31st, so they're pumping this out fast, because I think we didn't start getting the trailers for this until like maybe December, if I'm correct. So it's only been like roughly 3 months. And wow, someone's gonna call me right now. Hold on, guys, I'm sorry. Alright, so basically what I'm seeing is that they're not playing around, but this is what I'm predicting is when they release this game, it's not going to be the entire roster. Basically, I think that you're going to either get probably 8, probably 10 characters to choose from, and then everything else is going to be released as time goes by in installments with a season pass, you know, or something like that. Because if you know the whole the Mortal Kombat franchise, they have a huge roster to choose from, and to just put all that out at the beginning for the people would not be a smart business move, because it's just there's way too much ways they can make money, and that's the whole thing. All of these businesses are trying to do games as a service. You're not seeing people releasing just the whole game on one title, on one CD now. It's like, okay, you get the game, you opt into the season pass, and then every 3 months we're dropping 3 or 4 characters. Every 3 months some new outfits and new levels to keep you coming back, keep you spending money, because they're trying to milk this for what it's worth, instead of charging. Because back in the day, okay, let's say late 90s, early 2000s, a game usually averaged about 45 to 55 bucks, but now you're seeing games going up to retail at 65, not including the season pass. With the season pass, you can easily go over to $100 to $110, not including tax. So you're seeing that the game industry is trying to bring in more revenue. They're trying to make their games be relevant for longer, and they're trying to get in the whole World of Warcraft. Like back in the World of Warcraft, there's this huge market for people selling weapons that they would find, high-level weapons, and people were paying thousands of dollars for this. And the whole gaming industry just sat back and said, wow, if these guys can do this on the black market or on the side, and we're not getting a cut. Why don't we try and get this arranged? So this is what you're seeing now. You're seeing the loot boxes. You're seeing the timed exclusives. You're seeing the opt-in for ultra rare stuff and everything. And they're not shy about it. I mean, the most upfront game about this was probably Star Wars Battlefront, which got slammed. So going back to re-look at this. All right. Okay, closed beta. I'm thinking they're probably gonna charge or have some way, because the open beta would have been better to have more numbers. But yeah, they're definitely gonna go closed beta. So fighting online, that's expected. That's gonna be their big sell. Jade looks dead. Yeah. And this is going to be their big seller. It's a custom costumes. Like, let me just rewind this real quick so we can just get a look. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. And you still got, so you can gonna have up to 20 costume variations, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have to pay money to get those. Or they're going to have you try and grind to unlock them, but they're always going to give you some kind of pay to unlock option. So yeah, this is where the money's going to be coming from. People are going to want their different skins, you know, so, and that's, you know, that's free money for them. You know, that's cosmetic. That's what Overwatch is doing. They're making their money off of cosmetic skins. Okay, and then we got, oh, so you got different spears now. So I'm pretty sure that these going to have like different attributes and different like one might, because you got a Hellfire Kunai, you got the Vengeance Kunai, Grandmaster Righteous Fury, Hokkaido Ablaze. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna have different design. It's gonna be cosmetic with probably some minor stat buffing, like maybe 3%, 5%. You probably won't see anything go over 10%, because then it's gonna start turning into, hey, let me just go and buy the most powerful stuff and have an OP character. So this is where I see the prediction for this franchise. All right. Classic Tower. All right. Yeah. So basically, I'm forecasting that basically this is going to be.
You've come to the right place. We know what can seem
man. All right. So yeah, basically this is going to be a huge sell for the gaming tournament, tourney industry. You know, what's it is? I can't think of the name of it, but it's Street Fighter V, Blaze of Blue, Tekken, Street Fighter. I mean, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. In the competitive tournament fighting games, this is probably going to make a big splash, and I won't be surprised if they start trying to angle this whole platform towards tournament gaming. So
complicated.
Let me just yeah, we'll go over here and pull this up, which is going to be, let me just mute this real quick. Alright, so basically we're going to look at a reveal of two characters, Kotal and Jackie, Jax's daughter. Big fan of Jax. I used to play with him all the time for Mortal Kombat 2. They're introducing his daughter. I haven't heard anything about who her mother is. And then Kotal is a character that was introduced in the, I think, last two games. Aztec God. So let's just get it started.
In the old days, your skin wasn't blue?
The color is reserved for Aztec Khans.
Then I hope it washes off, Kotal.
Fight!
Now she has a Muay Thai stance, and you can tell that her fighting style looks to be Muay Thai, which focuses around a lot of leg kicks, grapples, and elbows. Jax's signature was he was stronger in the arm, upper body than he was in the lower body, and he had cybernetic arms, but it seems like on her character she's got these little gauntlets that she can fire from, but it seems like most of her power moves are coming from her legs and leg-based moves, leg-based attacks. She also seems to be a trapster with these projectile weapons she has, and also a force shield that can actually block or limit your range ability to back up and away from her. As you can see, she's doing the knees from the typical Muay Thai. That elbow is a Muay Thai move. Those are Muay Thai moves. This is like textbook Tony Jaa from Ong Bak. And the Aztec God is just a brutal, you know, attacker, you know. Oh, he just drank her blood down. That's pretty gangster. And she also has range closing moves, which is good because if she's supposed to be an up-close fighter, being away from the opponent would not be any good. Ooh, grappling move. I like her already. See, those are her crafting abilities right there. Ooh, pretty rough. And now the finishing move. A flying fist to the head, blows out the stomach. Throws a grenade, 2 points. Boom! Oh my god. Oh, you can see the heart beating on the glass. That is sick. That is gangster. So, going from this trailer alone, I can tell you that Mortal Kombat 11 looks to be more of the same, which is more over-the-top fighting, a lot of dark, gory, a lot of dark gore, and there's going to be a lot of backstory behind all your characters, because this title was started back in like 92 or 91. I remember when it first came out. I was getting ready to graduate. I was in my senior year, and I used to go over to the putt golf, and they had got the cabinet in, and we used to play it every weekend. And when 2 came out, that was when everything changed, because I think it was Super Nintendo. I think they had the code for the blood, and that pretty much changed everything. So from what I could say is this game is going to be big. It's going to make a ton of money. They're going to have a lot of people playing this game because, like I said, you have at least 3 generations now who have grown up to know and love this franchise. They've had 2 major films come out on the franchise. They had a cartoon series come out on the franchise and a television series. So that alone lets you know the amount of fandom that is out there for this game. Not to mention people who just want to cosplay. Women alone love cosplaying with these female characters because their outfits are just so sexy and salacious. Is there anything I could say that would probably be bad about this? The only thing bad I could say is that, like, yeah, there's gonna be probably a heavy cosmetic structured season pass setup to where you're not going to be getting the full game when you buy it. You're gonna probably be getting 8 to 10 characters, maybe 12. You're probably gonna get like the same equivalent or half that of maps to fight on, and you'll probably get 3 costumes on the get-go with 3 set fighting styles, different fighting styles, and then everything I think is gonna. And I think the internet tournament online playing is going to be heavily dominating this game. They're going to be wanting people to get online. They're going to be wanting people to fight each other. And they're also going to be wanting EVO. I think it's EVO, the EVO fighting tournament. They're going to want EVO to want to get this title in their lineup. Because if they have this on EVO showing people playing, that means the Asia market is going to get on board with this. And that's the big sell. If a fighting game can get the Asian market and get Asian buyers to buy into it, then you're going to have good sales, because Japan alone can push your sales up pretty high if they find. I mean, look at Street Fighter, look at Tekken. You know, there's a lot of titles that don't really sell that well in the United States, but clean house overseas. especially Japan, Vietnam, Korea, Thailand. So I can definitely say that this game is going to be heavily marketed for the fight tournament. Don't be surprised if you see this on Evo, and just don't be surprised if NetherRealm Studios don't start trying to roll out their own tournaments, their own contests with prizes and merch and everything else, because this is a well-known, you know, fighting game. And that's the thing, you don't see too many fighting games that come out of the United States nowadays. It takes a lot of time and energy to come out with a good fighting game, because it's all about the timing, it's all about the collision systems, it's all about the creativity. And it just seems that like RPGs and fighting games outside that come out of the United States usually suck. And granted, when it first came out, it was just basically a generic fighting game that had over-the-top gore and violence. But as time went by, as their pockets grew, they invested more and more money into bringing and importing in game developers who specialize in fighting games and knew how to work out the fighting mechanics and everything else. Because if you look at the history, there's been 11 Mortal Kombat games, and not all of them have been good. Some of them have straight up sucked. You'll hear, I will be the first to tell you, not all Mortal Kombat games are made the same. But I have a strong feeling, because of 10 and all the money that they put into 10, that 11 is going to be just as good. And another thing that I forgot to say is, don't be surprised if you see some seriously imaginative characters brought in from other franchises. Like, I will not be surprised if I see Spawn. I will not be surprised if I see Blade. I will not be surprised if I see a Marvel character, a lesser known Marvel character, or maybe a villainous, dark Marvel character, or DC character. Because, well, DC, no, because they already have the Injustice franchise and title, and I'm pretty sure all their characters are under wrap and key with that contract. But Marvel and some of these other well-known, like Candyman, stuff like that, you will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. Just with what they did with 10, with Predator, Jason Voorhees, and the Alien mythos. Yeah, that is what I see. But yeah, this is just a quick one, guys. I was just trying to get back into it. I'm doing podcasts now. I'm trying to get my channel back up. I'm just like taking things day by day, step by step, trying to get everything rolling and getting the standard up. But yeah, more of this to come. Also, I'm probably going to be doing more breakdowns of the Mortal Kombat reveal trailers for various characters, because I know I just put one out for Jackie. So go into my videos, you'll see it. It's one of the newest videos I just put out, and we're just looking at this video that I just showed, and I'm just really breaking down like all her move skill sets and everything that we can see from the trailer. And I'll be doing that with more of the trailers coming out, or that's already came out. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been fun, it's been good, and we're just gonna get better with time. So you guys take it easy and peace.